What is Yakshini? How the Yakshini worship done and how it works? Let us see that. So Yakshini is a kind of demigod like Devata. So it doesn't have any power to give salvation to you. So this is the first thing you have to remember. So there are many, actually it comes under tantric worships, tantric system, it comes under the tantric system. So there are many kind of worships like this are available in the tantric system, or maybe in Buddhism also it is available, in Jainism also it is available, particularly the Yakshini worships. So those kind of worships are never going to give you salvation or wisdom or what to say. So any kind of enlightenment, no, nothing you are going to get. So what is the ultimate benefit you are going to get by worshipping these kind of entities, are just what to say, to better life in this physical world. That is the one thing you can able to get, or they can offer to you on the successful worship. So let us see. So there are people are saying there are about 36 Yakshinis are there, and some are saying around 108 Yakshinis are there. And these Yakshinis are some masters in Kerala mantric system or gurus. They are saying that those Yakshinis will be interconnected with the nadis of the human body. So you all know the human body has 72,000 nadis. So nadis means which is existing in the Sukshma Sarira, not on the Dula Sarira or casual body. It is not available on that. What available on the Dula Sarira is that is nerves. So that is different, and nadis are different. So nadis are present in the Sukshma Sarira, which also has the 7 chakras. So those kind of things, they are invisible, and that comes in the Sukshma Sariras. So these people are saying that Yakshinis are related with those kind of nadis which are present near the Mooladhara chakras. One thing. So you can say that you can see in the by surfing on the Google, you can see about Yakshinis, like many details you can able to see. I think mostly are in Hindi. One thing is, people say it was created by the Lord Shiva for the well-being of the people. It was created. That is what the history says. See, there are 36 Yakshinis, type of Yakshinis we can see in mainly 2 books. One is Kakshabudam, and other one is Tantra Raja Tantra. That is second book. So you can see in those 2 books, you can see about these kind of Yakshinis and how it works, what are the Moola Mantra for them, and the procedures to invoke those Devatas, those deities. So those kind of things you can able to see on that. So is it right, or is it necessary to worship these kind of Yakshinis? If you ask, I will say no. Not only me, the one who has some good knowledge on tantric system, or one who has experience on worshipping these Yakshinis, they all will say don't worship Yakshinis. So that is the thing they will see, all will say, because these worships are a kind of trap which is here, because as I said in the earlier, it is not going to give you the salvation, it is not going to give you the enlightenment, any kind of enlightenment, it is not going to give you any wisdom. So what is the necessity for you to worship these kind of Yakshinis? The thing is, you have to think that what is the necessary came for you, what is the necessity came for you to worship these entities. Actually, the word entity means they are not living in the reality of what we are living. Rather, those energies are within us, and it can be manifested within us. So you understood, right? It can be, those Yakshinis can be manifested within us. That's what I said. These are all connected to the nadis which are present in our human body, particularly in the Sukshma Sariras. So, on getting a proper initiation from a guru for these kind of Yakshinis, so you try to chant the specific Mool mantras of that specific Yakshinis at certain time, certain procedures with certain offerings. So by doing certain tantric practices like using yantras, tantras. Tantra is a technique which is involved to get connect both yantra and mantra. So that is called a tantra. So after doing all these things, so you will get you can able to establish a communication between you and that particular entity like Yakshini you are trying to get connect. So on continuous usage of that certain Yakshinis mantra, so you are trying to get connect, or you are trying to call those Yakshinis to talk to you or to communicate with you through some other means. Okay, this is the thing. So if you do this kind of worshipping like using mantras and telling pronouncing mantras, uttering mantras, you are getting connected with that entity. But the thing is, particularly in the Yakshini worship, you will lose your valuable energy like semen frequently. So it is an important thing you have to remember, because this is the worst thing it is going to happen in your life. Once it is connected, the communication is established between you and that particular Yakshini. So those are all like there are many types like malevolent and benevolent. Both types are available in Yakshini worship. Whichever Yakshini you are choosing, that may be malevolent or that may be benevolent, which is soft and which is hard. Hard means those kind of Yakshinis will be worshipped by mostly by agoris. Those kind of people, sadhakas only, they will I don't want to tell them as sadhaka, but they will worship those kind of Yakshinis that are very hard, mainly in the cremation grounds. So certain type of Yakshinis can be worshipped only on the cremation grounds. So you cannot worship those kind of Yakshinis in the home. First of all, I will tell you one thing: any Yakshini cannot be worshipped in home. So you understand this important point. Any kind of Yakshinis from that 36 or 108, anything may be, Yakshini worship cannot be or should not be done at home. So that is the thing, because it will create unnecessary turbulence or unnecessary like a fight between your relations. It will create, the situations will be arise like that when you worship those kind of, or you just utter those kind of mantras in your home by lighting a ghee lamp, or by having like a image, or having like a yantra. Because if you see like worshipping methods, they will put like this. You have to use the, you have to draw image like that. So if you do those kind of things in your home, your harmony in the home mainly get destroyed first, because those kind of Yakshinis are not uh, should not be worshipped actually. If you try to worship in home, it will create unnecessary problems in your family. Particularly, there will be what to say, there will be arguments between your relations, like wife or your children or your father, mother. So if you worship these kind of entities in home, so as said, it will create unnecessary arguments between your family members. It will create a fight. There may be a disputes. So these are the things are at last you are going to get, because you are not a separate person. You are living with the family. So it is not suitable for the one who is living in a family life. Okay. One more thing is, I would suggest at any cost, don't do these kind of sadhanas. It's a trap. Your soul get trapped into these kind of worships. Then you will forget about the major worship, like searching towards the real God or the Brahman or a Shiva. So those kind of things you will forget, and you will just move towards these kind of small tantric paths. So because if you enter into these worships, you will get attracted by sexual thirstings, and like you will lose money also. Those kind of things also it will happen at the starting and all. So getting success in Yakshini sadhana is very 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 rare. At that case, you may get money, fame, or those kind of things you may get. But personally, I would suggest don't do these kind of sadhanas. It is better stay away from these sadhanas and do worship like whatever Ishtadevata you want, like a deity you want, like Lord Muruga, Shiva, or Permala, Shakti. So those kind of things you can worship, and then slowly you can move on to like next to Brahman, and then you can follow the absolute truth, which is then at last you can follow like Arparinjodi also you can follow. So that is the Sutta Sivam, that is the ultimate God, that is the final one we all have to reach. So that Arparinjodi only are going to give whatever we want. That means whether a deathless divine life or a wisdom. So those kind of things, that is only going to give it to us. So this is the thing. Thank you.